Hey, this is Onion, continuing our playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV Online. We're in Heavensward, still in 3.0, and we're around the level 50 main story quests. Again, everything is text to audio, so we get to listen to everything instead of having to try to read. Alright, please enjoy.
Ah, Mistress Full Play. My lord the Count much desires to speak with you regarding your time with Lord Artorial and Lord Eminellan. If you would remain here for a moment.
The hero returns. I cannot thank you enough for saving young Emanelane's life. Aye, he told me everything. I've also received letters from both House Zamail and Durandare praising your conduct, and that of House Fortom. You've won us much honor, my friend.
My lord!
What is it? Speak.
Pray forgive the intrusion, my lord, but I bring grave tidings. Master Alphino and Mistress Tataru have been detained on suspicion of fomenting heresy.
What? Explain.
They were observed entering a tavern in the lower levels on some half-dozen occasions. There, it is claimed, they made a number of inquiries. Inquiries which brought them into contact with certain elements. 'Twas this which prompted a Knight of the Heavens Ward to demand that they be questioned. Sir Grinno, my lord.
Sir Grinno is a brute. An exceedingly accomplished brute, but a brute nonetheless. Alas, he is also a son of House Zamail. How quickly we forget the petty nature of men. I'd wager your friends are no more than pawns in another of my countrymen's games. Such is the way of things between the high houses.
Though you have won the hearts and minds of many of my countrymen, there are those who will never be swayed. Men who will dismiss your efforts and resent your successes, even as we celebrate them. 'Tis like that one such member of House Zemail is manipulating Sir Grinno, for he is not a man to dabble in politics of his own volition. He may genuinely believe your friends to be guilty, though I am quite certain his masters know better. Yet the truth would avail us naught if we cannot prove their innocence. You would do well to speak with Sir Americ at the congregation of our knights most heavenly. He will know more of these charges. It has been too long, Onion. Would that this visit came under happier circumstances. You are come to plead for Master Alphino and Mistress Tataru, I take it?
Word of their detainment reached us while I was delivering my report on the Vanu Primal. Truly, I know not which is the more ludicrous, these charges or that flying feathered whale.
That Sir Grinno's accusations are baseless, I have no doubt. Refuting them will be difficult, however, as he is a Knight of the Heavens Ward. I speak of the personal guard of the Archbishop, the 12 finest knights in all of Ishgard, sworn to serve his eminence alone. Suffice it to say, their testimony is unimpeachable, and I have not the authority to challenge their actions.
After all the Scions have done, routing the heretics and defeating Shiva, helping us to defend the steps of faith and drive back the Dravanian horde, after proving themselves true allies on countless occasions, is there naught we can do?
I fear there is but one path left to us. We must demand a trial by combat.
But of course. In a trial by combat sanctioned by the Inquisition, the victor's claim is judged true regardless of the petitioner's standing.
Under Ishgardian law, a trial by combat pits the accuser against the accused. In this instance, Master Alphino and Mistress Tataru would be expected to face Sir Grinno and a second of his choosing, another Knight of the Heavens Ward, most like.
2 of them. By the Fury, that can hardly be considered fair.
Master Alphino's magical talents will not have gone unnoticed, meaning that he will have no choice but to participate. Mistress Tataru, on the other hand, is quite obviously bereft of martial skill, and should be afforded the right to name a champion to fight in her stead. Lest you doubt, I am ready and willing to serve in this capacity, as I am sure is Lord Herchefen, but all here present know that you are the most accomplished warrior among us and mayhap in the realm at large.
Then it is settled. I will visit Master Alphino at once, and inform him of our intentions. Onion, meet me at the tribunal when you have made ready. Until then, my friend. Listen carefully, Onion. When the trial begins, the petitioner will be asked to restate his charges, and the accused invited to respond. Then, in accordance with the law, they will be asked to restate their request for a trial by combat. Once the High Adjudicator acknowledges Mistress Tataru's right to name a champion, that is when you must make your entrance. Oh, I cannot wait to see the look on Ser Grino's face when he sees his true opponent. 'Twill be priceless. More seriously, should you begin to lose heart, look to me in the stands, and I shall cheer so loud, you will wonder how you could ever have contrived to doubt yourself. Now, are you ready?
We are gathered here today under the watchful gaze of the Fury to ascertain the guilt of 2 souls in a trial by combat. Petitioners, step forward. Ser Grino, for the benefit of all here present, I would ask you to repeat the charges which you have leveled against this man and this woman.
I, Sir Grino de Zemile, brother of the Heavens Ward, did bear witness to these 2 foreigners consorting with heretics.
Let the accused step forward. Alfino Leveilleur, Tataru Taru, you have heard the charges leveled against you. Will you take up arms to refute Ser Grino's claim, and thereby prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men?
I, Alfino Leveilleur, am innocent of this charge, and claim my right to trial by combat.
I, Tataru Taru, am innocent of this charge. But I am no warrior and cannot fight. So, I claim the right to name a champion.
To the old and the infirm, the young and the weak, this right we allow. Very well. Who will stand for this woman?
Just as I was beginning to doubt the efficacy of the Ishgardian justice system. Come, my friend. Let us put an end to this mummer's farce.
O Helone, render unto us your judgment. Raise up the righteous, and cast down the wicked.
I shall do what I can to support you, Onion. Now, let us teach these noble sirs the folly of bearing false witness.
Well, who do we have here? This one is mine, Ser Grino. Go and play with the boy. Humph. Bloody waster. Come on, then. You wanted this, remember?
I have my pride.
I've had enough of your tricks.
Onion. Alfino's in trouble.
You have been indulged enough, heathen swine.
I've got you now.
Onion. Alfino. Look out.
Down with you!
Ah, a fine champion you are.
it over?
We won.
The Fury has spoken. Alphino Leveilleur, Tataru Taru, you are hereby acquitted of all charges. Blessed are we who receive of her wisdom and see justice wrought by her divine hand. Petitioners, accused, go forth in peace.
Delivered from an untimely demise yet again. My thanks, as always.
By the Fury, what a splendid victory! To see how you strove in the face of adversity, two brave young souls bound together by the puissant bonds of camaraderie. Why, it stirred me to the very depths of my soul. Having been treated to such a rousing spectacle, it seems only right that I present you with a humble token of mine admiration. Pray receive of me this chocobo whistle. With it, you may summon a black chocobo, fully trained and ready to fly. Magnificent, is she not? Strong yet sleek, elegant yet eager. What say you, Onion, will you take her for your steed?
Lord Horshafen. Chocobos are prohibited in the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine. Your steed must remain outside.
You have obtained a black chocobo. When riding this mount, you will have the ability to fly, provided certain conditions have been met. To fly in a given region, you must first find and attune to all the local ether currents. In order to attune to some ether currents, you will need to complete certain quests. However, most can be discovered via exploration. To aid you in this endeavor, you have also obtained an ether compass, which will provide you with both the bearing and the distance to the nearest ether current upon use. The ether compass can be found under collection in the duty section of the main menu. To review your progress, select Travel from the main menu, followed by Ether Currents.
Black chocobos are all well and good, but the true reward for your efforts is the exoneration of your comrades. They shall be released upon the completion of certain minor formalities, which I mean to see to personally. In the meantime, pray return to Fortemps Manor. The Count has done so already, and will doubtless be eager to discuss the day's events.
Welcome, Mistress Full Play. Shall I show you inside the manor? Halone smiles on us yet again, Mistress Full Play, guiding you to victory and setting your comrades free.
I confess, I did fear for your safety. Which is not to say I doubted your prowess, you understand. I merely knew the strength of your opponents. Ahem. You do have a habit of exceeding my expectations.
Besting two of the Heavens Ward while the city's elite looked on? By the Fury, anyone who hasn't been paying attention to you will surely do so from now on.
My lord. We have just received a message from the vault. His Eminence the Archbishop requests the presence of Mistress Full Play.
An invitation from the Archbishop?
What an honor.
A personal summons is indeed a great honor, and given recent events, you would be wise not to delay. Go, Mistress Full Play. We shall speak anon. A priest will be waiting for you outside the vault. Identify yourself to him and he will escort you inside. We are honored to receive you, Mistress Full Play. This way, please.
Your Eminence, it is my honor to present to you the Warrior of Light.
I have heard the tales of your many grand endeavors. The Lord Commander has also been most effusive in his praise. I am Thorin VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, and I bade you come here that I might offer my personal apologies. You will forgive me for not calling upon you as courtesy would dictate. But, as you can see, my more sprightly days are long behind me. But I digress. Your companions were wrongly accused of heresy and subjected to gross indignities. This, I am sorry to say, was the result of negligence on the part of our nation's protectors. Negligence born of an excess of zeal. Is that not so, Sir Zephyrin?
Yes, Your Eminence. Regrettably, it would appear that we of the Heavens Ward were in receipt of erroneous information. Sir Grinno has ever been headstrong. He pressed charges before the truth had been ascertained, for which I most sincerely apologize.
An unfortunate misunderstanding born of an earnest desire to serve Ishgard, but one which should never have occurred. For who could doubt the character of those who bested Shiva and drove the Horde from the steps of faith? Not I. That much is certain. That will be all, Sir Zephyrin. I would speak with our guest in private.
Your Eminence? As you wish, Your Eminence.
Privacy is a luxury rarely afforded one in my position. Now tell me, young lady, what do you know of the Ascians? Much and more, I shouldn't wonder, being the bringer of light. You should know that I myself have met with them, have entertained them as guests, even. Those harbingers of chaos and strife offered us power that we might continue our war against the dragons. I have no intention of aiding their cause, of course, nor less of being their puppet. Yet, were I to refuse them outright, I should learn naught of their true objectives and remain powerless to stop them. Thus have I hearkened to their words with interest and paid lip service to their beliefs, biding my time and preparing for the inevitable conflict. And why do I tell you this? Because there is naught in this world they fear more than the power of the Warrior of Light. If we are to rid ourselves of these vile interlopers, we must needs work together. With our combined strength, I have faith that we can wrest Eorzea from their grasp and pave the way for a lasting peace. Think on it.
Come, Mistress Full Play. Shall I show you inside the manor?
There you are. I confess, I was more than a little concerned when I learned that you had been summoned to the vault. What did they want with you? Well, well. A formal apology and an admonishment of those responsible. By the gods! The Archbishop freely admits to consorting with Ascians. So, their ambitions extend to Ishgard as well. We will have new primals to contend with ere long, of that you may be certain. 'Tis but a matter of time. Yet shorn of the support of our missing allies, what can we realistically hope to achieve?
In the midst of all the excitement, I completely forgot to tell you. When I was asking around about the Scions, I heard the most awful rumor. General Rauburn is to be executed for crimes against the Sultanate!
If the Flame General dies, we will lose a staunch ally, and the one man capable of holding the Sultana's assassins to account. Lord Orchiphon was wise to counsel restraint, but this business will brook no delay. We cannot permit this execution to take place. We must save Rauburn.
Alright, that finishes up level 50 quests, main story in Ishgard, and the next stuff is going to bring us back into town. Alright, see you in the next one.